Yes, you often get different things. You get, I've had a lot of furniture where people will want, for example, bar stools, couches, chairs, washer, dryer are big ones, you know, those type of things that may have been a wedding gift or some type of gift to the seller, and they have a hard time letting it go, and the buyer is quite insistent that they would like those things. I've had people want blankets and right down to pillows on the beds. So it's a little funny when you start talking through that, but once they've seen it in the house, they really like it and can't figure out where to buy it themselves, so they try to negotiate that into the deal.
I think some of the very important parts for negotiating are often overlooked by a lot of people or aren't necessarily given the priority that they should have. In my opinion, when you're negotiating for your buyer or for your seller, one of the most important things is to understand the emotional landscape for the people who are buying as well as for the people who are selling. I feel that once you understand their motivation, the reasons, where they're going, why they're going, then you can best put in place what your plan of action is going to be.
So when it comes down to negotiating an offer and the buyer says what all is included in the offer, I usually look at the listing and I go through line by line with the buyers to state that the fridge, the stove, the washer, the dryer, anything that's included in the deal can be something we can add to the offer presentation. If it is an item which is a chandelier in the middle of the foyer which is excluded, I always say let's leave that out. The more we can accommodate the sellers in whatever exclusions they've put in, let's deal with that first. At a certain point, especially things like, let's say, pool table, that always comes into play where there's a house with a pool table or a foosball table or anything of that sort. It does come into play where we will tell the buyer it's best we leave that away from the table, because the more you add on, the sellers will say, wait a minute, this is a full package deal. Not only am I selling my house, but I need some valuation back for the items that I'm including in.
Talking about what people will lose or are willing to lose a house over in negotiations. Maybe you're looking at a $1 million sale and a $1 million property, and the clients decide to butt heads on a $500 item inside that house, and the next thing you know, everyone's fed up and frustrated and arguing about something that's such a small component of the larger picture.